Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Pernigo. This is Pernigo Plays. This is Annihilation's 19th map. This is a custom campaign created by Dudki for StarCraft 2. Here we are, Planetary Incursion. The Daggerfang has left a significant mark on the planet Netmac as they continue their advancement deeper into the RSSI's defenses. By request of Kazul, Krayan ensured a complete infestation of one of the RSSI's larger training outposts and successfully planted a number of virophages. This resulted in the production of thousands of infested Terrans that Kazul wishes to use as a means of applying heavy pressure onto the RSSI. As the infested are being gathered, Krayan has arrived to his next destination, preparing the Daggerfang to guide Kazul's Leviathans onto the battlefield in order to deploy the infested. Infested Terrans are incredibly weak by themselves and will get focused down easily. Protect them to the best of your ability. Well, they seem more like a liability than anything else. Oh, I just am reminded that I have greatly increased my volume, and that is not good. So let us take care of that. That's much more reasonable. We will continue on normal from here on out. Hopefully I never have to go to easy, because that would be the ultimate baby difficulty. Okay, where was I? Swarmling for sure. Hunter for sure. Corpser for sure. Yeah, Lurker's fine. Creeper's fine. Yeah, whatever. We'll stick with Vipers. We didn't use them at all in the last mission. And so I told him, what do you call a zealot who smokes a little too much weed? A High Templar! Amazing. Ha, good one, Jimmy. Such a jokester, you. Yeah, I got a couple more where that came from. Think I'll tell him to that hottie Maria from the medic team. With a little luck, I'll even get her to show her my healing beam, if you know what I mean. For sure, man. Go for it. But wait, how does a zealot even smoke weed when they don't have a mouth? Where does it go? God, you're such a killjoy, mate. Wait, is that what I think it is? Oh, fuck! Amazing. Just incredible. So this is the place. Indeed, this location will be our last stop before we make our way onto the Terran Research Station. Almost all preparations are complete. I have already established your primary hive cluster, Emperor. Now all we need is my fellow Leviathans. Perfect. Direct me to the hive cluster, and we shall discuss the coming events. Excellent work, Kazul. This hive cluster is simple, but it may be improved. It may be. I'm taking command from this point on. Is now the correct time to request information on mission directives? Why is Kazul calling the shots? This doesn't make any sense. Emperor, I plan to use the infested as a disturbance to the RSSI, to keep them at bay while we explore the research station. Most of my Leviathans are gathering up the infested as we speak. Once they are ready, I have requested that they gather at this location. Once ready, they will move towards one of 6 lanes. All these lanes lead to areas occupied by Terran forces. As our Leviathans reach the base of their lane, they will begin releasing the infested onto the battlefield. We'll order the infested to travel down the lane afterwards. We can only create so many infested, and the Terrans will be alerted to our presence. I request that you ensure their survivability as they make their way towards their destination. Outstanding. Inform me as soon as the Leviathan enters the area. I'll prepare this hive cluster for combat. Okay, boys. I have no idea what the fuck is going on with the story. None of it makes any sense. But that's okay. Emperor, I have marked the locations of all lanes. When a Leviathan arrives, I'll command it to move towards one of these locations. That's fantastic, my dude. Okay, so let's immediately grab some spires. We've got a nice little fledgling force here. So they're supposed to mass around this, like, pillar with a dick in it or something? We can't let 375 infested die. Seems like a very arbitrary number. But hey, man. What are you gonna do? Let's start getting some creep spread about. And presumably we'll also be suffering attacks on our base. So we will definitely start getting some creep spread going. So I'm thinking... Centering Glaive, Vicious Glaive... Weren't there more researches before? Maybe I'm just going crazy. Okay, so we definitely want to fully saturate our minerals here. And ideally we would also be able to scout out with these units and find some much needed... well, a much needed expansion. Or any other, like, area that's good to be, you know, worthwhile to take. So that's Zergling speed in case we need something. Oh, okay. Well, there's something here anyways. Start spreading the creep in that direction. Guardians. I'm picking up something. Zerg! You know the drill, men. Take out Crayon and his disgusting bugs at once. That's pretty rude, man. And definitely not allowed. So I think we're going to be needing some Mutalisks, in addition to what we normally get, which is just Guardians. We may even decide that we need... some additional things. Oh, hello. I'm so used to everything being a completely different hockey than it always is. Because I'm playing a lot of, well, not a lot of Warcraft 3, but... Amazing. Why would you go into siege mode when I walked right up to you? How does that make any sense? Good job, man. Excellent. Okay. Anyways, what was I saying? Something about, being very confused at all times whenever playing. Oh yeah, hotkeys, of course. So, yeah, I feel like that's a pretty big issue. Well, it's not really a big issue. It's pretty non-issue, I guess. But, I don't know. It always takes me by surprise, and I have to remember that it's Z, X, C, V. Oh, I can actually get Nidus Worms. I don't feel like that button was there in the last mission. Probably would have been somewhat useful. I completely forgot about it. But, what can you do? Okay, so let's keep spreading the creep. I mean, how could I forget to after the last mission, right? Though we definitely could use more queens, I suppose. I guess we can grab some corruptors as well. See where that takes us. The first Leviathan has arrived and is ready to move with the infested. Oh, the Leviathans are congregating here. Okay. They will move to their designated point and start dropping off the infested. Their movement pattern and destination can be tracked. Yeah. They will have to be protected from the RSSI once they are deploying. Okay. Well, hopefully we don't, I mean, wait, we have to protect the RSS... We have to protect the Leviathans and the infested Terrans. Oh, okay, I see. I get it. So they will periodically harass our base, as well as some other things. So we can use Crane to hopefully hold them off here. When they inevitably start attacking. Oh my god, they actually killed this? I don't know how. What a disaster, what I see. Okay, we'll set up, oh, we don't have the cash to do anything. What? Can't target invulnerable units? What the fuck? Are you literally at that stage now, where you're just not even going to let me interact? I mean, this isn't new, but seriously. Holy shit, that's some next level shit, my dude. Alright. We do not have a hive yet, so let's rectify that issue. Grab a queen as well. Grab these, what are you doing? Oh wait, actually we had the Viking here this whole time. Okay. Oh, they left some resources. Cool. Something of a reward. Okay. We are... Hey, what are you guys doing? We are desperately in need of more hatcheries in general, so why don't we go ahead and grab one here. Then we'll start setting up some creep tumors. More of them. We really need to get some creep spread going in some of these areas, especially as we find, like, different pathways and stuff. Then I think maybe just stationing some static defense and lurkers is probably the best way to go about the, Oh, hello. Yeah, I sure do. Thanks for asking. Okay, please stop this. Where the fuck is Crayon? Oh, he's all the way over there where I told him to go, obviously. Holy shit, this is unfucking conscionable. Why do these units do so much damage? Why do they have so much fucking health? I swear to Christ, these units get buffs, like, as the campaign progresses. Which is so asinine, because it completely... I'm saying this, and I have no idea if this is true or not. But I really... That seems very believable to me. That these units are just getting stronger. Whatever, I'm not going to be a complete strawman retard, but it definitely feels pretty shitty to play this campaign in most cases. And I think that the units being completely busto is a big reason why. On top of it all, I can't even really afford Guardians. They're pretty unaffordable for sure. I mean, not Guardians. Mutalisks. I'm not harvesting any of this gas. That might be why. More infested nears as the Leviathan makes its way onto the battlefield. Wow. What are you, a fucking sports announcer, Kazul? Okay, so I want to... I never was able to put up a Hydralisk den. Because I forgot. Okay. Please get your drones over here. Alright, well at least we have relative creep control of what's going on here. Some of these lanes are going to be really goofy. We'll go ahead and quick save in case anything happens. I'm sure something will. Fuck them up. Can our Corruptors... they can't use any special abilities. Yeah, you can sort of see where the drop zones are. It's like over here. We lost one infested. Relax. Protect the infested. Protect you. I know, it was a very good retort. Oh no, the dreaded Guardian drop. I mean, Guardian drop. Vulture drop. Oh shit, I didn't even notice that. Don't die, please. I have no detection at all, so this is a disaster. Of insane proportions. Don't. Okay. That's something. I really can't afford to lose this. Holy shit. Meanwhile, we've lost about 10 billion infested units. Okay. Well, hopefully we don't really have to worry about anything from that direction again, but holy cow, that was pretty bad. I gotta keep an eye on the minimap. It's not impossible, but it is more difficult than you might think for somebody like me. Oh, shit. Okay, you guys need to morph. Okay. What? Oh, that went a different way than I expected. Please get over here and heal my units. Okay. 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 I hope I'm doing the right thing here, man. Okay, let's see what we can do. So we need 3 here, I would say. And then we need 3 here. And then we need 3 defense, like static defense shit here. And then just defenses here in general. Okay, come over here and borrow here. What? Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, so this should do the trick. I mean, if these were impalers, they'd be better for like single target anti-armor stuff, but I still think they're okay. Okay, let's mop this up anyways. Thankfully, they're attacking at such a timing that it doesn't... it's not likely to interfere with the Leviathan. Although we should be clearing a path, I think. I don't feel like I'm in control of any of this stuff right now. Not like in as a negative way as I was describing earlier. But when I say, like, I don't feel in control in this context, I just mean, like, I definitely feel like I'm at a bit of a disadvantage. I'm constantly responding to what's happening, and I'm not on top of it, which is my own individual fault, I would say. I'm not playing as well as I should be. I don't necessarily expect a cakewalk, like, or want rather one, but definitely the difficulty is not in tune with what I would expect for normal. Okay. Not quite excellent, but yeah, sure. Yeah, let's come over here. I'm expecting it. Oh, they went this way. That's interesting. We don't have any defense for over here. I think we'll be able to hold off here. I'm definitely not worried about the numbers that we've lost, right? Okay, well, let's just wait till we have butter and then we can kill that guy. Okay. Why? Why are you such a piece of shit? Okay. Well. Okay. Fuck off. What do you mean the hive cluster isn't... Amazing. Okay, well. Do I have full upgrades? I could get armored targets or... Yeah, I'll get Vicious Glaive. I think that's probably better since I already have Guardians for like specific anti-air or like targeted damage against a specific single target or whatever. I don't think I need the Sundering Glaive. Okay, there. Spawning more of these absolutely bullshit units that one-shot everything and take no damage. So, you know that's my favorite. What can you even do? Oh shit! I didn't even realize I was praying. Oh my god. They always do so much damage. And basically take none in return. It's great. It's my favorite thing. How many do I have here? I have 3, okay. Alright, we can consolidate our rally points over here now. You guys can just do this, this, this. Okay, and where... It would be wise to defend this Leviathan. Yeah, no kidding. It would be wise to not have dialogue that makes no sense. Yeah? Can't always get what we want, right, guys? Let's set up another anti-air defense here since we lost the one that we were just using. And in fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and set up a fourth one in this area. Okay. Might consider making more corruptors. I'm not sure. See, if we had creep control, these infested turrets would probably move faster, too. Which is definitely something to consider. Okay. So obviously the solution that most people would consider if they weren't completely lazy like me is actually having a force here on a separate hotkey, and then you have a force at the end, and you sort of patrol back and forth. The fact that I can't interact with that at all is so dumb. Yeah, that's beautiful. Fortunately, this is not. Will he make it? The brave man. Yes, he will. Unfortunately, the brave man behind him was not so brave.
What's happening?
What are you guys doing? I mean, we've only lost 21, right? We haven't lost that many. And we only have, what, 2 more lanes to go at this point? So... I would say we're doing pretty well with this strategy. Probably how we're supposed to be doing. So let's station another one here. Another one here. Yeah. The problem is we just have no gas. And I don't know. I mean, maybe there has been another base this entire time, somewhere to the north. But I feel like the gas is definitely going to work out pretty well for us. I could just make Zerglings and collect that this way. Well, now I can't. Is there another base somewhere we can take, or is this just another one expansion wonder? You know, just like Heart of the Swarm, right? It's taking cues from Blizzard. It's not like you could ever do better. I mean, that probably sounded really snarky. By that I meant, like, the idea that a lot of people hold Blizzard in really high esteem with their content is, in my opinion, incredibly flawed. So, when it ends up being a situation where people seem to just infantilize themselves because they think, oh, I could never be as good as Blizzard is. Oh, I didn't even realize they had a base, honestly. I just assumed all of their attacks were spawned in. Oh, they stunned me. Looks like we caught them with their pants down. Yeah, they don't even seem to be managing their bases in any particular way. They're just restocking their bullies, it looks like. Yeah. About what I expected. Holy shit. Why are you guys not hitting the fucking missile turret? This is infuriating. Actual insanity. We just lost every single one of our fucking Mutalisks, without exception. Actual insanity, by the way. Well, we didn't find any other bases. I don't know if that means that there just are none, but we'll send some Zerglings out and about. I don't know if they'll find anything. Oh yeah, I was gonna do that. Take this Overseer. Hockey him to 5. Oh, there's actually... yeah, there's just bases everywhere, it looks like. Alright. Well, one good thing did come from that retarded attack, and that was that we successfully managed to avoid Void. I don't think we actually need Vipers. I mean, we have a pretty well-rounded army already. Okay. I just want the Overseer around in case they do attack with some cloaked units. I don't know how likely that is, or... Looks like an attack is coming from that direction. I actually don't know if the missile turret did the AoE damage or if it was the Thor. But either way, it's pretty shit. Thankfully, our Mutalisks regenerate pretty quickly out of combat. Yeah, I think we could probably lose every single infested Terran in the next wave and still win, technically. Well, I think we still have to dispatch an X number of infested Terrans, which I don't know how many we're looking at right now, but it's hard to tell. I don't know why they go invulnerable. That's so dumb. I don't know if they go invulnerable only after a certain point, or what the whole deal is with that, but it's really goofy in my opinion. Okay. Well, here's a big attack. Go save them. Absolutely destroyed. Yeah, they can't do anything. I can't see.
What's happening to you? Forward. Time is short. Yes.
Alright, cool. Alright, and then we'll grab more units. Now we're completely supply capped. We could send some of these drones out since we don't need them anymore. We can kill them and use the excess supply for more of a guarantee. But, yeah, I mean, at this point it's pretty obvious that the... First of all, I guarantee you every single thing in here has been rebuilt. Yeah. Well, I did tell them to go die, so... Wow, that's pretty cool. I like how he can see them, right? He just doesn't choose to attack for some reason. I couldn't tell you why, man. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, so let's replace all of the ones that we just lost. And then we have a lot of excess workers over here. So we'll set up more anti-air. Those things should be targetable by anti-air only, sort of like Colossi. I mean, they're fucking huge. Doesn't make any sense why they shouldn't be anyways, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Alright, you guys are going to turn into lurkers. You guys can kiss each other. Oh, there's a base over here. I guess we could poke the hive if we felt like it. It's rarely advisable, especially on a situation like this. Another Leviathan joins us. Cool. Kumum. See you later. I don't know if they were preparing or what was going on there. Yeah, it looks like they're preparing with an attack wave. I don't know. Either way, it's been taken care of. Our mutas will regenerate over time, and even regardless, they'll be dealt with. Holy shit. Oh my god, of course. Well, thankfully they're all anti-ground, so... As long as they don't get aggroed in such a way that jeopardizes the infested, we are okay. Actually, let me take this guy. I'm gonna morph... Oh, I don't have any gas, so I can't. I actually cannot. That's hilarious. What's going on? Oh, big surprise. Okay, at least he's... At least they are attacking the, like, reasonable targets, hopefully. Wow, they take some... They do some serious damage, man.
You need something?
Okay. I sure do need something, my dude. My dude. Okay. I think it's pretty clear we've won. Was certainly a bizarre map. I think it could be a cool concept, but the problem is that the execution, I mean, the difficulty is really just abnormal. It's very aberrant, right? So, it's hard to tell. Alright, cool. Yes, I can already hear the infested tearing apart their prey. Would be cool to actually see that instead of being told that it's happening, but hey, man. However you like to tell your stories, I suppose. Oh god, where are they all coming from? There, with our task here completed, we are ready to move towards the research station. Nice creep tumors. I sincerely hope your infested will grant us the time we need, Kazul. Everything has been well calculated. However, we will need to leave for the station soon, if we are to make the most out of our given advantage. Yes, our children are prepared and ready for the upcoming task, Crayon. We need only you before we depart. Very well. Awaiting extraction. It is time to collect some answers. Collect some answers. Collect some essence. Okay. That was a pretty short map compared to the others, but I'm fine with that. I don't mean to labor any points, and that's exactly why I haven't been super informative or I think educational or useful in my commentary. It's really just been me musing on, like, I guess, I don't know. Just I've been making a bunch of jokes, sometimes being more snarky than maybe I intend, and generally just not. I don't think that these past couple of videos have been particularly helpful unless you really want to know how somebody genuinely feels about something they don't like. And I wanted to make my channel different, right? So, like, the whole reason why I started making content was not because I wanted to be like Jay Barrino and Deltron, but because I felt like there was a niche that those two didn't provide that I could. You know, Jay Barrino is like the guy who's got the highest follower user base, so he's going to be the guy who puts your content out there and he lets his audience decide for themselves if they like it. And he's going to remain mostly neutral towards it, or maybe be a little bit more aggrandizing for the idea that hopefully you stick around and make more content and blah blah blah. Deltron's a guy who does more testing. He would never say a bad word about anybody, obviously, but he is a guy who provides maybe a bit more technical commentary on stuff with regards to the engines at hand. I know he knows quite a bit about StarCraft 2 and maybe a little bit about Warcraft 3 as well on a technical level. And he does his own thing that's obviously has some disparity between when you compare Deltron to Jay. So what I wanted to do with my channel was I wanted to provide some sort of educational content that people could look at my videos and say, wow, I came away from this video not just enjoying gameplay and commentary in general like I would any other YouTube Let's Player, but I also understand something better now. I understand something better about the construction of a video game level, or maybe even something as mundane, or not mundane, but minute, as like down to the wire, exactly how to apply a certain concept in the context of StarCraft 2. But I generally like to make my content general purpose, so that I don't tunnel in on one thing and it's mostly useless except for having some niche priorities. But even if I am able to impart some wisdom in a niche area, that is still is in my book a win, because at least then I can reference people to that video and say, hey, if you want to look at an example of it done right or it done wrong and my take on it, then go to this video, look at this mission, and it's all there. But I haven't really been able to impart anything I feel worthwhile in these past couple of videos, just because I don't feel like these missions are particularly exemplary of anything. And that is, I mean, I don't know. It's sort of like the real problem is if you don't test your difficulty levels, Or if you think they're okay, then maybe I'm just not a good enough player to play on those difficulty levels, and that's a different story. But I feel like there's more to it than that. I feel like there's obviously some sort of disparity between the difficulty levels, and even when normal is probably about as hard as brutal was, or maybe borderline on that, you probably have the wrong kind of scaling. Or at the very least, you should advertise it such that, and make it consistent across all maps, because obviously brutal was fucking easy in some of the missions. And it wasn't just the early missions, there were some that were noticeably easier than others. So a lack of consistency is definitely something that you can take away from a lot of these missions, I suppose. And maybe that's something that people can come away from this video thinking. Like, oh, I learned something about lack of consistency in difficulty. At least now I can look out for that if I were to make my own projects. Or if I notice that it's not there in a game that I play, then, you know, maybe I can respect the developers a little bit more because they had to work to make these levels consistently scaling. Like, it has to go up. It has to scale upwards, right? It has to be just as difficult compared to, you know, like heroic in Halo, like mission 1. It can't be impossible, whereas the final mission probably should be impossible compared to, like, you know, normal, which is, you know, it's not really hard in any particular case, but it's still the same sort of percentage difficult higher as the campaign progresses, as heroic is. I'm doing a pretty clumsy way of explaining this, but hopefully you guys get something valuable out of this little rant at the end. And what I just wanted to say is I don't feel like I've really imparted anything useful to the creator or to the average viewer in that domain. So hopefully I can get better from that. Hopefully I can extrapolate a little bit more from that, from these missions to in that vein. And if you guys have any ideas for content like that, or for conversations, you know, topics of discussion, you feel free to post a comment in the video and let me know what you might think about this mission as something to watch out for or something to give accolades for, depending on whether or not you thought it was negative or positive. But in the meantime, I suppose you'll just have to wait until tomorrow for another video. It's going to be the Antioch Chronicles. It will be the final mission. Presumably, I won't have to split it into multiple parts, but if I do, then I will do that. And we will also be playing the end of the cutscene, whatever. There's like a finale that's just a cutscene. I'll just stick that in its own video, but I'll release it in the same day. So maybe 2 videos tomorrow, maybe 2 videos on Saturday. We'll see. See you guys later.